members of the administration, faculty and staff of Mount DeSales Academy, parents and friends of the graduates, honored guests, and fellow members of the class of 2023. It has been a wonderful 4 years here. As I was reflecting on what to say today about this great school, I realized it was a bit harder than I originally anticipated. There are so many wonderful memories and teachings I have learned which make it so difficult to piece together the right words. What makes Mount DeSales so great? Do we praise it for its history? Do we honor it for the academic values or the student traditions, such as Spirit Day or Big Sister, Little Sister? All these contribute to the beauty of the school, yes, but we cannot say that these by themselves are the source of the school's greatness. Rather, I believe that there is one reason why I love this school so much. Our history, our academics, our traditions, and our relationships are founded on Christ. I would like to recall the image of Christ as a mountain, the source and the summit of our faith. He is the source of our livelihood and nourishes our souls, like a spring of water, a stream which feeds weary travelers and the plants and animals that take refuge in him. But our Lord is also the summit of the mountain, as he is the most important object we seek and our greatest goal. How do we climb to his summit? We do so by fostering a deeper relationship with his love. That often manifests in prayer, but it also manifests in the way we seek out relationships with each other. And I believe that the relationships in the community here at Mount DeSales are a large part of what continues to draw us back. Despite freshman year and sophomore year being cut off by COVID, I am still so amazed that we managed to bond so closely. But then again, I'm not that surprised. We powered through the trials of virtual classes while keeping smiles on our faces for each other. We wrote letters and made memes to stay in touch. We gave each other virtual hugs 6 feet apart. And what do you know? This ragtag, battered bunch of Voyagers, standing under the red banner of the precious blood of Christ, has become a united, fortified fleet, ready to take on any challenges thrown at us. We are more than just friends at a school, even though we may part ways in vastly different directions. Mount DeSales deeply emphasizes the power of true sisterhood, and I love to hear Sister Mary Raymond echo the familiar phrase, "We're all in this together." I believe that here, more than at any other school, I have been gifted at seeing this reality through my sailor sisters. I believe it because these sisters of mine are willing to elevate and cheer each other on beyond belief, whether during spirit celebrations, homecoming and prom, sports events, visual and performing arts events, retreats, or just even getting the right answer in a class Kahoot game. They will stop in the hallways and ask how someone is doing, or drop treats in each other's mailboxes. They will drop everything and rush and comfort another student in tears. They will console each other in the darkest of times and rejoice together in the happiest of times. They are willing to look past first impressions, just as we read this year in Pride and Prejudice, and appreciate the true beauty and dignity of the people in front of them. They fight for each other when they see the unfairness of the world, and they will make sacrifices for the good of each other, like a loyal band of sailors pushing through a storm. Most importantly, they are willing to pray for each other and everything, and push each other to become more than just great people, to become saints, eternally united by the love of Christ. I believe with all my heart that each and every one of my sisters in the class of 171 is called to be a great saint. Sometimes, old sea shanties will sing lyrics about the end of a long voyage. So too have we journeyed this far, but now it is time to lay rest to the journey and swing our ship into the harbor, because the voyage has ended. Even so, this old voyage has prepared us well for a new voyage we have only just begun, and we will never forget the home that the Mount DeSales community has been to us, and the home it will continue to be. Mount DeSales is the highest landmark in Baltimore, and in its early days, the light from the cupola would be a lighthouse for sailors who docked in the harbor at night. So too are we lighthouses to each other, a fleet firmly anchored into the mountain of Christ's love, guiding each other through the wind and storm as we finish our voyage. And when we reach the top of this mountain, we ring the bells of celebration and take flight into a new era of our lives, all scattered in different directions, but still always finding a home here at Mount DeSales. I would like to close with a prayer by Pope St. John Paul II, that we entrust our lives and our futures to the Lord under his mother's mantle of white and blue. O Mary, star of the sea, light of every ocean, guide seafarers across all dark and stormy seas, that they may reach the haven of peace and light, prepared in him to calm the sea. As we set forth on the oceans of the world and cross the deserts of our time, show us, O Mary, the fruit of your womb, for without your Son we are lost. Pray that we will never fail on life's journey, that in heart and mind, in word and deed, in days of turmoil and in days of calm, we will look to Christ and say, who is this that even wind and sea obey him? Bright star of the sea, guide us. Amen. Bon voyage, my sisters.